Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSO YouTube channel for episode 13 and the season finale of season number 1 here in the Crystal Palace career mode in the Glory Hunter, where we have a chance for European glory in our first ever season. There is just 3 games to bring you today. Of course, we'll play all 3. The Premier League games don't really matter. We could have a say in the title if Arsenal lose their second to last game because we play them on the last day of the season. It's Brentford away first, Arsenal at home. It's then Sparta Prague in the final of the Conference League, where we have a chance to win our first ever European trophy and also tick off the first step in the Glory Hunter. Now, we mentioned that we could disrupt the title charge. It's unlikely. I mean, Arsenal are 6 points clear of Liverpool with 6 points to play for. The goal difference is very tight. So if Arsenal was to lose both of their last games in Liverpool to win the both, then we could potentially have a say in where that title goes. We are already secured a Champions League spot for next season if we stay at Crystal Palace, and that goes into the next point. We then need to decide if we win the Conference League, realistically, is this where we want to stay for season number 2? Do we want to look to potentially move away and have a better chance at winning a title? Now, of course, that will come down to what jobs are available, so on and so forth, but I'll let you guys decide down below. Once we've seen whether we've won or lost that Conference League final, I think if we lose the Conference League final, we may stay for one more season. But I'll leave it down to you. Get yourself down in the comments, and whilst you're down there, hit the little subscription button, click the notification bell, and also get yourself over to the Discord and the Twitch. The links are all down below. I really do appreciate the support on season 1 so far. But without further ado, let's get into this first game, penultimate game of the season against Brentford. Welcome to the GTEC Community Stadium, then second to last game of the season. It means absolutely nothing. But as we've only got 3 games left to play, we will play these games. And again, this is all about building momentum now for that Conference League final, where we'll be desperate to lift that trophy. Of course, we have already beaten Sparta. I think we played them in the group stage, if my memory serves me well. And I'm pretty sure we beat them, so that's a good omen, but anything can happen in a cup final. Chance for Brentford early in this game. Goal! Dia opens the scoring for Brentford. The first attack in 11 minutes. And Dia gets his 11th goal of the season, and a slight upset on the cards here. Maybe we were just a little bit off the ball. Maybe it's switched off to securing Champions League football, but we've now got it all to do on this Monday night fixture. Just a wonderful finish. Dean Henderson could not get there. Brentford 1, Palace 0. And we get an instant response from Jeremy Pino now as he's on the edge of the box and just looking for an option. Jean-Philippe's the only one making the option. It goes to Jefferson Lerma. Lerma now just again looking for somewhere to go. Got his back to goal. Can't find Cooper Miners, and Brentford, with bodies behind the ball, get away with it. McQuarrie picks the ball up. Side to Curtis Jones. Jones to Mitchell. Mitchell to Cooper Miners, and Cooper Miners can now try and beat his man. Can't beat his man. Janot is there, and Brentford defending very, very well at the moment. Looks for the run of Ismaila Sarr. Finds the run of Ismaila Sarr, as he's done so many times this season, but this time Sarr can't convert. Biggest chance of the game for Crystal Palace so far. Goes Ismail's way, and that's the man that you'd want on the end of it. We've got another chance here from Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners is going to try and follow Ismaila Sarr. Surely this time he doesn't miss 2 in a row. He does miss 2 in a row. Ooh, and I tell you what, that would have been a turn up for the books if that had been at the back of the net. We've now got a corner. Cooper Miners into the box. Can he find the Palace head? No, he can't. Curtis Jones will pick up the ball on the edge of the area. Going to go to Mateta. And Mateta's trying to find Mark Gay for some reason, and we can just about win the ball back from Munoz. Munoz nowhere to go again. Can he find Mateta? Does find Mateta. Mateta's got his back to goal. Mateta's going to try and shoot from distance, but Van der Berg is there. There is no breaking this Crystal Palace side down at the minute. Brentford are coming forward again. Damsgaard shot low, but Henderson's there. Brentford with a spell of possession against the run of play. Jeremy Pino's absolutely flattened, and referee says no. Get up, on you get. Jones tries to win the ball. Scrappy midfield battle this, but Brentford currently coming out on top as they might get a second here, and no, thankfully for us, Henderson's there once again. Ismaila Sarr running with the ball. Can he find Mateta? Does find Mateta. Mateta, is he through? No, he's not. Do you know what? We've said it a few times. He really hasn't got going this season. If we stay at Crystal Palace, there is genuine question marks whether we cash in on Jean-Philippe Mateta and get it in a different striker, because it just feels so lazy. Barrelling forward. Finds Ismaila Sarr on this right-hand side. Ismaila Sarr has got the skill and he's got the pace. He needs to work something here. He needs a little bit of magic. He dinks it across to Jean-Philippe Mateta. That's just a bit lacklustre again from our number 14. Brentford with another opportunity here through Damsgaard. Tell you what, if we play like this against Sparta Prague, we're going to be in a world of trouble. Now we can create something. Now Tyree Mitchell's going. Now he's going to try and find the run of Yerry Pino, and he does find Pino, and Pino's going to keep running. Pino's going to run. Surely he's got to score. Misses. It just about sums up our day. We cannot find the back of the net. Jones finds Edmondson Jr. down at the far left-hand side. Can we create one final opportunity? Can he create one bit of magic? Oh, what a goal that would have been. That would have been something special from the Brazilian. Ball comes into the box now. Ismaili Sarr over it. Can Chalobah get there? Card falls to Munoz. And again, it is just not quite happening. Brilliant from Munoz, though. Have we got one more in us? Eddie Nketiah? No. Van der Berg. Oh, my God. Chance. Emerson Jr. to snatch it late on. Gets the goal. You've got to say we've deserved it. It's a little bit scrappy. It's very lucky. There's a couple of fans on the pitch. But finally, we get the equaliser in the 86th minute. Edmondson Jr. had a great chance already. He scores one late on, and we snatch a point away at Brentford, it would seem. Brentford 1, Palace 1. Oh, we couldn't nick it, could we? We couldn't nick it right at the death. Could we get 2 in 2 minutes? Ismaili Sarr, Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah is in to win the game. Does! It's absolute heartbreak for Brentford. It's absolute ecstasy for Eddie Nketiah, who did not give up on the ball. We've scored 2 in a matter of minutes to snatch all 3 points in the penultimate game of the season and absolutely send the away fans into euphoria. Get in, Eddie. Welcome to the final day of the season where we welcome the champions. Arsenal have won the 2025-2026 season in comfortable style. They're 6 points clear regardless of this game. So, not really anything to play for. Of course, we've already got Champions League football. Arsenal are already champions, but it's a big, big test before the big one and the Conference League final. Ranieri to Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah getting a start against his former club. How he would love to get a goal against his former club. Good save by David Raya. Is it going in? No, Julian Timber is there. Big, big opportunity for Crystal Palace to take the lead. Would have been one of their old faces that came back to haunt them as Cooper Miners now on the edge of the box. Cooper Miners hasn't scored in a while. Oh! What a super goal that is from our superstar, Toon Cooper Miners. His 9th goal of the season. We said it before, he is being an absolutely blockbuster signing for us and gives us the lead against the champions. That's a real confidence booster ahead of Thursday night. Are Arsenal just on the beach here? Have Arsenal checked out already? Are they on their plane to wherever they may be going for their end-of-season party? So far, it would absolutely seem that way as Curtis Jones now has a pop from distance. That's comfortable for David Raya. I'm sure they will get opportunities. I'm sure they will strike back. Chance for Bukayo Saka now is running down the swing. Can Tyreek Mitchell get there? Sensational from Tyreek. We rewarded him with a new contract earlier in the season, and he is repaying that faith currently. Cooper Miners gets caught by Gabriel. Odegaard back to Saka. Saka running the show down this right-hand side. Curtis Jones, absolute bossing the midfielders. The referee deems that to be a foul. Llokeres, I'm not sure why he is on this free kick all the way back there. Sends it to Gabriel. Sends it to Moreno and to Saka. And Mitchell gets the block and goes back to Vicky Llokeres, but Curtis Jones is there. And again, we just break the play down. Curtis Jones with a brilliant performance so far. Nketiah. Nwaneri in on goal. The man on loan from Arsenal. They've let him play against his parent club. Ethan Nwaneri. Good save. David Raya again. Big, big save to tip it round the post. Adam Wharton on this free kick. Front post. Can't find Mark Gay in his last game at Selhurst Park. Before he moves on to pastures new, it is going to be so difficult to replace him if we stay here. Of course, we've not got any money for him because he's left on a free. What transfer budget we get remains to be seen. Chance to break. Emerson Jr. down the left-hand side. Just keep running, Emerson. He's got loads of space. Gabriel's more looking at what Eddie Nketiah is doing, but Emerson Jr. can't get there. Nwaneri's definitely not going to get there. Eddie, can you get there? Does get there. Finds Wharton. Finds Emerson Jr. Again, just Julian Timber's there. Arsenal so good defensively. Nwaneri finds the run of Munoz, and Munoz now can potentially find the run of Eddie Nketiah. Has Eddie got the legs to get there? Has potentially got the legs to David Raya. Does so well. Comes barrelling out from his goal. Big, brave goalkeeper. Stops Eddie from potentially getting the second and crucial goal in this game. With just 12 minutes left on the clock. Get it. Does really well. Nwaneri. 4 minutes to go. 2-on-1 situation. Plays it into Emerson Jr. to win the game. Does. Champions of England, you're having a laugh. Emerson Jr. 6th of the season. That is going to be 3 points on the season finale against Arsenal, the champions of England. 4th place, comfortably secured. Thank you very much. Player of the Season award. Who is going to get this? As he reads out the winner. And the Player of the Season, of course. That man, the robot, Erling Haaland, wins Premier League Player of the Season. No great surprises there. Here we go then, the big one. Our chance for European glory and to go down as a Crystal Palace legend after just 1 season in charge. It's Sparta Prague versus Crystal Palace for the Conference League finals. The players make their way to the pitch one last time. This could be our last ever game at Crystal Palace. It could be just the start of a journey. One player's game that it is definitely the last. Captain Mark Gay will bow out, hopefully lifting that trophy. Simply no room for error. We've got to get the job done. We are the better team. We are the favourites. And rightly so. An unbeaten campaign could end today with glory or absolute heartbreak for those travelling from South London. A dream start would be if we could get an early goal with Jean-Philippe Mateta's on the ball. A player that we're looking to potentially sell. That would have probably given him a new contract straight away if he'd have opened the scoring there. Jeremy Pino down this far side, puts the ball to the box, tries to find Jean-Philippe again. Good, bright start this from Crystal Palace, though. The energy and the intensity is there. Chance for a breakaway goal. Ismaila Sarr finds Mateta. Mateta, I'm sure, is going to try and go back. He does go back, and he stays onside as Sarr comes through to give us the lead in the final. Does. Bang, bang. 13 minutes in, Ismaila Sarr gives us the lead. His 8th goal in the competition, and we've got one hand on the Conference League trophy. It's early days, there's a long way to go, but it's a brilliant goal, and it's Mateta and Sarr yet again. Brilliant start to this game, and we want to keep up this intensity. These are there for the beating. We do not want to give them a sniff. We are playing some wonderful football at the minute. Jean-Philippe Mateta again just gives the ball away. So question marks will be asked of him. There is no doubt it could be time to cash in on that man. Sparta Prague coming forward now. Here's a chance. Here's the danger. Ryans is in. Can Lacroix get back? Munoz does get back. Thought it was Lacroix covering from centre half. It was, and that's a crucial block and a big, big moment in this final. Sparta Prague themselves just starting to liven up in this game. Chance here, hits the side netting. There's a reason they're in this final, and if we thought this was going to be a runaway victory, think again. First danger signs. Again, we're just caught in dispossession, and again, Sparta Prague potentially have the chance to come forward as Tyrick Mitchell was trying to get back, puts in a big block and a big challenge, but Sparta Prague come away with the ball again, and this is another dangerous chance for Presedo. Puts the ball into the box. Can we clear? Lacroix does clear. Mateta does well to come back and just calm the nerves, because this is a really good spell of possession for Sparta Prague. We've got a good chance here to potentially make it to Ismaila Sarr. Is he onside? Ismaila Sarr for his second. No, just strays offside. Take a breath and just calm down, everyone. Jones. Cooper Miners finds Mateta. Is Mateta onside? If he is, it's 2. He is. The number 14 gets his 6th goal. And just like that, he must have been close to being offside. It could have been very, very tight. But Jean-Philippe Mateta slightly against the run of play. Just about stays onside. Linesman thought about it. No VAR check here. And we lead 2-0 in the final. For Sparta Prague to potentially create something right at the end of this half. Curtis Jones just giving a little bit of room. Ball down the right-hand side. Vomanovic gets the ball in. Henderson's comfortably there. That is half-time. The perfect 45 minutes, but there's 45 minutes more to go. A third goal wins it. A goal for Sparta Prague keeps the game alive. I tell you what, he has been absolutely brilliant. He might be worth a look if we stay at Crystal Palace, because he's absolutely run the show for Sparta Prague. He's been an absolute superstar for them. Just hasn't quite got the rub of the green. Vomanovic. We stop the ball coming into the box. Tyrick Mitchell's doing his best, does really well. We'll just pump the ball clear. Sparta Prague showing glimpses, and they're potentially going to show another glimpse here, because they've got to get it shot away, and just wide, thankfully for us. They are fighting here. They are not willing to give this up easily. And the third goal is just the icing on the cake. It's exactly what we need just to let the players relax a bit. It would also mean that we can make some substitutions and get some fresh legs on the pitch without thinking too much about them coming back. Finds a Shmeli Sar, and Shmeli Sar potentially can have a pot from distance. Good block from the Sparta Prague defender, though. Needed that. Cooper Miners on the edge. Pino. Cooper Miners. Nowhere ready to go. Players behind the ball. Jones. Can he find Mateta? No, he can't. Sparta Prague needed to start the game like this because they're defending really well now. It was just too slow to get started. Lacroix finds Mateta. Mateta, can he cut the ball back and look for Cooper Miners? No, he can't. That would have been an easy through ball had he managed to get that ball back. Cooper Miners now on the ball to Jones. Curtis Jones loves a shot from distance, takes a shot from distance, but that's going to be cut. Can Mateta get there? No, he can't. The keeper comes out. Oh, it's an absolute calamity of mistakes at the back for Sparta Prague. They get away with it. Chance for Sparta Prague as they look to create something, but Curtis Jones, he has been so good. He keeps just getting better and better in that midfield position for us. And again, we took the gamble spending all the money on him in the summer. It looks like it's going to pay off as Shmeli Sar finds Mateta. Mateta goes one more. Curtis shows the man we're speaking about. Brilliant save from Vindal. Corner comes in from Will Hughes. Can anyone get on the end of it? No, he can't. Jones to Lacroix. Lacroix, the centre-back. No, that's going to be speculative at best. We've only got a few minutes to hold on here. This has been the fairy tale finish that we wanted. It's the fairy tale finish for the captain that he definitely deserves because he is an absolute Crystal Palace legend. It's a shame to see him go, but he is going to be lifting the trophy. He is going to be the man that crowns us European champions for the very first time in the club's history and will forever be etched in our history as well as the manager. As the referee looks at the watch once, twice, still playing for the time being. There it is. Crystal Palace have won the Conference League. We are European champions at the first time of asking. And the fans will drink it into the night as the subs come running onto the pitch. Job done. First step on the Glory Hunter. Massive tick. We've won a trophy in season number 1. The fans absolutely love it back home. Fans love it in the stadium. And here come the players. And more importantly, the captain, Mark Gay, to lift the trophy into the midnight sky. What a performance and what a tournament that has been for us. We deserved a bit of silverware this season because we were simply sensational at times. Here comes the number 6 in his final appearance for Crystal Palace. We'll put both hands on the trophy and lift it to the night sky. Crystal Palace are European champions. And that is it. Season 1 done and dusted. Liverpool are your champions on 94 points. Win the title by 5 points to Liverpool in second. Man City further couple of points back in third. We finished fourth on 73 points. Just the 21 points behind Arsenal in the end. 21 wins, 10 draws, 7 losses. 56 scored, 36 conceded. Goal difference of 20. 10 points clear of Chelsea in 5th. Aston Villa finished 6th. United 7th. Forest 8th. Spurs 9th. And Newcastle 10th. At the bottom of the table, we already knew this, but the sides relegated: Brentford, Leeds and Burnley. Little look at the other competitions. The FA Cup was won by Leeds, the side of the BSO. At least we did lose to the champions. That's something. Carabao Cup was won by Arsenal. They've done the double. Good for them. Champions League was won by Liverpool. Beat Galatasaray 3-2 in the final. To wrap off a pretty good season for them. Stuttgart won the Europa League. And of course, ourselves won the Conference League. Goal scorer awards. Erling Haaland, no surprise. 33 goals for Manchester City. Cody Gakpo with 29. Ollie Watkins with 21. Gyökeres with 21 in his first season. Good return for him. Evan Nilsson 18, Moreno 18, Foden 18, Robbery 18, Vert 17, Trossard 16, the list goes on. None of our players in there, but it does not matter because we are European champions and that is season 1 done and dusted. Thank you all so much for your support. Now we've got a decision to make. Do we stay? Do we go? Do we look for another opportunity? Do we look at the job market and potentially try and win something with a different club? We finished 21 points off the title of Palace. I think the Premier League question is out of it. We could win the FA Cup, though. We could win the Carabao Cup, although that's not really in there. Or is it time to potentially move on? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you very soon for the start of season number 2.